when we were at Sundance, he mentioned that you're huge into the environment and that we actually are going to come to your house, I hope, still.
Yeah, you should come.
So tell me a little bit about what you do to try to help the environment.
Well, mainly we're involved with an organization called Conservation International. That's the main thing that we do. And they have a website called conservationinternational.org, O-R-G. And they really are conserving the rainforests and marine life across the world, across the globe. So
they do incredible
work. So they're really solving the problems. And Harrison Ford is involved with them, and loads of other people are involved with them, but you haven't necessarily heard of them because they don't spend money on advertising, because they just go straight to where the issues are, and they spend money on the issues as opposed to...
Which is very important, and not enough people do that.
Yeah, it's really good. They're a great organization. We just went to their event in Los Angeles, and also we went to Brazil. We went to the rainforest with this guy called Tom Lovejoy, who's incredible, who also is associated with Conservation International. So we were recently in the Amazon rainforest looking at the trees and looking at the lungs of our world.
Isn't that amazing? When you're there, it really puts everything in perspective, because these rainforests are where they find cures for diseases and they're getting destroyed. I mean, we're literally destroying possible cures for diseases, and like you said, I think that she put it, Marianne, right? She put it eloquently. These are the lungs of us, basically.
They're our lungs, and we need to breathe, otherwise what are we going to do?
And we all are interconnected, and there's no here and there where we can do whatever we want over there, and then,
And talking about tonight and the Oscars, Avatar was such a beautiful film, and the reason it's so beautiful and so unifying, and why so many people across the world have been so in love with that movie, is because it's about the best of us as human beings, like when we are connected to nature, what that feels like, and what it feels like to be connected to one another and take care of each other.
Hi, it's James Kyson Lee from Heroes. I'm actually on a board of directors for a movie called Fuel, which is all about renewable energy.
I've heard of you.
So we actually went to Washington, D.C. and did a press conference in front of the Capitol building with some of the congressmen to introduce a new vehicle called the Algius. It's a converted Prius that runs on algae. That works with the energy company based in San Diego. And to prove that it works, they test drove it from LA all the way to DC, and it got 150 miles per gallon.
Wow. Are you kidding me? 150 miles. That's kind of unheard of, isn't it?
Yeah, so me and the filmmakers also took a tour of the biodiesel plant in Lake Erie, Pennsylvania. So we're basically pushing and encouraging legislature to go in effect so that people, consumers like yourself, can use the car in about 5 years.
Well, see, right there, that's a huge step towards helping the environment.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm here at the GBK Gifting Suite for the Emmys, and I have the beautiful Kelly Martin, who, okay, when you see people and you're like, oh, yeah, they're famous because of this, she's famous because she is a killer actress. I was going to swear, but I can't swear on this. She's amazing. So you were on Life Goes On, then she was on ER.
Yep.
And so what are you currently working on?
I just did a pilot called The Jensen Project, which just aired on NBC.
And give us your view, because you already are wearing beautiful,
I know,
like
everything I got today I put on.
Oh, that's what they want you to do, so that's good.
I know, it was also pretty. I kind of had to.
Well, it goes with your outfit, actually.
Thank you. Well, I mean, actually, along those lines, I have a 3.5-year-old, and I think because I'm thinking about what she's going to inherit, this world that we live in. I've worked really, really hard to try to teach her like where her food comes from. We have a garden at home, and she helps plant the vegetables and harvest them.
She does already?
Yeah, she does. I mean, if I put Swiss chard just randomly on her plate, she would never eat it.
Right.
But she'll go out in the garden and grab it out of the garden and eat it. So I feel like if we can teach our children where food comes from, we're way ahead of the game. And I feel like, to eat locally and sustainably is so important.
These two are beautiful young stars, because we've had a lot of older legends here. And please just state your names, and then tell us maybe something you guys do to help the environment.
Hi, I'm Nikita Ramsey, and to help the environment, I recycle my plastic bottles and my cans of drink, which I go through quite regularly, so, recycle them. Good old monster, get through quite a lot of that.
All right, fabulous. And Thomas?
I'm Thomas Decker, and she's not lying. She does indeed recycle. I've been a vegetarian and an animal rights activist, and bought portions of rainforests and et cetera to conserve our trees.
Here's about the environment.
Yes, you know, always growing up, you learn about recycling, reduce, reuse, and recycle. And my family's actually been recycling before I can remember. So milk cartons go on this side, plastic goes on this side, take the cans to the recycling place, and, you know, turn the water off when you're brushing your teeth. All those good things help.
And she said it, reduce, recycle, reuse.
Down.
So wait, you two, tell us who you are and maybe your views on the environment, like what you guys do to help the environment.
My name's Sasha Jackson. I tend to eat all of the bad food so that nobody else eats it. I like to help the world in that way.
She's a disposal service.
I am. I'm like a garbage or a rubbish disposal in England.
The environment.
What do you do for the environment?
Well, you know, it's a very bizarre question, actually, because what it does is it makes you sort of think that if you did one thing for the environment, you'd be doing something. But in fact, yes, individually we can make a difference, but we can't do anything unless we get the lobbyists out of Washington. So that's the only thing that we're really got to be focused on, because they're the ones that make the big impact on the environment. All this other, like walking to the store and this, okay, fine. But while we ravage our society and ravage our natural resources and allow Washington to go without anybody in there to watch them, it really doesn't matter what we do until we get these guys out.
I agree. You two have given really good answers. Sorry, what's your name?
I said that I ate junk food. That's not a great.
No, but it's funny. Like most people don't.
I don't use the plastic bags at the supermarket or paper bags. I take my own. That's the thing. Because in England you have to pay for them now.
Oh, yeah.
You have to pay.
And you pack your own. I can't handle
Well, they
the
do
letting.
that for exercise so people don't get fat in England. They make you pack and go.
Coming from America.
Sorry, sweetie. What's your name?
Paul Johansson.
So I have the beautiful Christine Lakin with me, and tell us what you're up to and what you have. You have a movie coming out soon.
I do. It's called You Again. It comes out September 24th. It's with Kristen Bell and Betty White and Jamie Lee Curtis and Sigourney Weaver, a few names you've heard before.
So give us some of your viewpoints on maybe what you do, to do your part to save the environment.
Well, the environment it's an issue that's very close to me, obviously, and I think as hopefully it should be for many people these days, as we get to know more and more about just the little things every single day that people can do that can make a difference. I've started to implement some changes in my life. So I keep my bags in the back of my hybrid. I drive a hybrid.
She drives a hybrid. Already, you got point.
And I keep all my cloth bags in the back, so you never have an excuse for forgetting your bags. I've actually gotten to the checkout and said, I'm sorry, can you just ring these up while I go get my bags? And people were really nice about it.
I love it. You take the extra time.
Yeah, I take the extra time, and really when you get into a role with it, you forget. I mean, it's just something that becomes second nature to you.
Do you recycle? Do you have,
Recycle.
You do.
I absolutely recycle.
And you would tell your kids to do it. Hopefully they've.
Yes, they do it.
All right. See, that's what I'm looking for, is someone that's excited about the environment and advocates it to their kids.
We better take care of it.